back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to this channel, and Raze is here. Raze is back. Raze is back. Raze is not back. Raze is actually probably on his way back home after seeing the new Superman movie, and Raze is fairly confident. He's actually positive that he is just as excited now as he is now. Because as this video comes out, Raze is on his way home from his weekend in Chicago where he went to see the movie. And Raze anticipates he's going to love it, and we'll just have to see, won't we? Yeah. But Raze wanted to keep the Superman theme going, and obviously with the other videos, that wasn't necessarily going to be Superman. No, it wasn't necessarily going to be that way. But Raze knew he could do another Superman video for another Tuesday, for the Tuesday he comes back, and that he came back. So that's exactly what he did. And we're going to go ahead and put this jackass away, and we are going to get into Jor-El, the father of Superman.
I will remain silent.
And of course, which version of Jor-El did I get? The only version I was able to get, and that is from Superman the Motion Picture, Superman the Movie, however you want to put it, that came out, you know, way back. Obviously, this was the Superman movie that Raze had saw and believed a man could fly. And this movie still holds up if you watch it. It is absolutely amazing. I have Raze has watched a couple of YouTube reactors reacting to the original Superman movie, and to see them watch it and think, "Oh my God," you know, and they just can't believe. Yeah, that's how Superman's supposed to be. Raze was not a big fan of the Man of Steel. He was not a big fan of the Snyderverse Superman. No hit towards Henry Cavill, but like the way they had him going, he was just too dark to be Superman. And in this case, you have Jor-El, which played by Marlon Brando. I mean, honestly, Marlon Brando was the big name in the movie. Aside from Gene Hackman, Marlon Brando was the big name attached to this movie. That's why you tended to see his name on there, and they had him do it. And you know, he's only in it for a short time. I think they filmed all his stuff in a day.
Develop such conviction in yourself, Kal-El. Kal-El. Ralph, whatever your name is.
Because he didn't have a costume change, he didn't have anything. It was just here, do these scenes, and they stretched it out over 2 movies. And at this point, they have stretched it out over more than 2 movies. Because they've used that bit of footage. They didn't even use all that footage in the actual line of Superman movies that had with Christopher Reeve, where they used it. They brought him back for Superman Returns. They've brought him back a couple of times, like using the Marlon Brando Jor-El, which always cracked me up, because I understand why they did it because of the name recognition that they put onto it. But what always cracked me up is that Marlon Brando never said Krypton.
This planet will explode within 30 days.
He always said Krypton. He's supposed to be the foremost scientist on Krypton, and he can't even say the damn name of this planet. But yes, he is Jor-El. He is the father of Superman. I mean, he showed up like right from the very beginning, because he was in the origin story of Superman. When they pretty much explained where Superman came from.
It's the only answer, Lara. If he remains here with us, he will die as surely as we will.
He was right there. He basically first appeared the same time Superman did, and he's been a constant ever since. He's been a constant presence, but they have altered Jor-El like several times over the course, trying to define him further. I still love this version of him.
And I tell you that we must evacuate this planet immediately.
But other things that Jor-El, another thing that Jor-El had created was the Phantom Zone, which, you know, in the movies that led to the reason why the three villains are spared the destruction of Krypton, is because they're shifted into the Phantom Zone. And the Phantom Zone continues to come back, and it is it's a bit in Superman's lore that never goes away, because you've always got the Phantom Zone where Superman can put somebody into this other dimension, and while they can see the world around them, they can't really touch it. I mean, it was quite a bit different in some of the other live action portrayals of it, but that's kind of the way they originally had it in the comics. Is basically, it's like, boom, you are just not here anymore, but you just can't say, do, interact at all. You're just kind of a bystander, an invisible, intangible bystander of everybody. You're a phantom that nobody can see or hear, but you're still you're still existing. I mean, originally it was a form of suspended animation as well. So if you were there, you didn't even age. You were just in this phantom situation, which was a good idea as far as, like, if you're wanting to incarcerate somebody. Not so much if you're trying to rehabilitate them. Because you've got to teach them. They've got to be able to grow, and if they're immaterial, they can't do that. But like, at the same time, it does remove them from being able to affect anything around them, and that's kind of the whole point that they were trying to get at. But yeah, for Jor-El, one of the biggest things that I always like to combat with the idea that he just shot his son into his infant son out into space, and usually the quick answer is that they knew that, you know, where he was going, he was going to be impervious, but there's really no way of knowing that for certain. The idea that I always liked the version better that he had created that pod, and it was essentially a test pod. What he was shipping his son in was actually a miniature version of what he was going to build, which was going to be one that was big enough to save both him, his wife, and their child. Like that, all three of them were going to go. But the destruction of Krypton started happening a lot faster than he was anticipating, and that was the only option that he had, was to use the prototype of what he was planning on doing. I always liked that better, that the intent was actually to build a bigger one for the whole family, but it just didn't get to that point. So, but either way, I mean, the end still got there. We still got our Superman. We've still got our Jor-El, and Raze is gonna go ahead and take this guy out, and we're gonna have a look at him.
This mindless aberration.
And here he is, all stoic and authoritarian, I guess you'd say. I did get a kick out of the fact that he had the same hair curl. The hair curl in the movie, I think they did it just to make sure that you knew that was Superman's dad. But in all honesty, the curl on Superman's forehead is supposed to be another S. But, you know, when they make movies, they take liberties, and yeah, it wouldn't make sense that Superman, who had never physically met his actual father, would like do his hair like his father. But I mean, it's a great pop, and I love the texture on the coat and the suit. I always love the look of this. In order to get the effect that they did with Krypton in this movie, they used a very rarely used technique. There is a specific fabric that just films like brilliantly. And when I say brilliant, I mean it practically illuminates. When you film it, it spits light back out. So while it doesn't look any different, like if you're holding it, you put it on camera and it just looks like it's illuminated. And I'm sure that they've used it elsewhere, but the two places that Raze knows that they've utilized this fabric specifically was in the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve, and in Neverwhere in the miniseries that they did in England based on the Neverwhere novel. They had the angel at the end wearing an outfit that just basically illuminated, which is good use for it, because I mean, if you're gonna have an effect like that, you might as well put it to good use. But yeah, this is Marlon Brando as Jor-El. Raze absolutely needed a Jor-El for his Funko Pop universe, Funko Pop DC universe. Yeah, it was just another stepping stone for the insane little mini universe that Raze has put together as far as DC goes.
You will travel far, my little Kal-El.
I know people get tired of just the DC, but that Raze loves it, so he keeps doing it. But at any rate, Raze is gonna go ahead and let you go now. I would like to know in the comments below who your favorite Jor-El was, because they have used several people in Smallville, Man of Steel. There have been many adaptations of Jor-El throughout the years. I have to say, I think it's. I would almost say it's nostalgic, and because he was the first one Raze ever saw was Marlon Brando's, but I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on that one. Who's your favorite Jor-El? And was he the first one that you saw? Because that does play a part. But at any rate, I hope you've had a great weekend. I hope you've had as great a weekend as Raze has had, because he's absolutely exhausted. Even though, that's still not even... Raze hadn't even left yet. But, the Raze in the future is probably exhausted. But I hope you've had a great weekend, and hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you go now. But never forget that life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.
Yeah.